So, as a special request from Amy Joe, I'm going to carve some eyes. It's been a while since I've carved some eyes, but I'm going to try and carve some eyes. Hello, everybody. I'm not going to be reading the comments too much. So this is, I have all different types of wood. This is a piece of yew wood, Y-E-W, yew wood. I don't know where I got it. This right here is a test that I've had for that silicone that I mixed with the mineral spirits. And actually, I put it in here, and I've left it outside laying in the ground throughout the fall and the winter. That silicone test is working really good. Anyways, I thought I would do the eyes on hardwood because lots of you people don't have softwood like I have. We'll see how long this takes, but I have this piece here. This is just like a thing that I did a long time ago. I haven't finished. It's going to be an incense burner where the smoke comes out of his mouth, but maybe we can carve some eyes in this after too. But so this is just going to be how I do it. I'm using yew wood as hardwood. I'm using hardwood because, well, some of you might be saying, oh, you're always carving softwood. Well, guess what? Here's a piece of hardwood. All right. Hi, Evil Rick. And hi, Spike. And hi, everybody. So I'm going to do it in two different ways. I'm going to do the first way I learned how to do eyes. And I'm not the best at eyes. Let me be very clear about that. But I get it done. So there'll be one way and there'll be two ways right here. 1, 2. So the first way, pretend our nose is right here. Right? There's our nose and there's our mustache for the wood spirit coming down here. You guys see all right? You guys hear all right? The first way, you just go like this, draw kind of like a football on there. Now, this yew wood is also poisonous, but something needs to kill me. They say it's poisonous, but they also said it was a cure for cancer one time too. There's this way. I'm going to carve around here, deep, deep, deep. Now, there's lots of different eyes aren't just about carving eyes. There's lots of different aspects that you got to put into it. How do you want to have your eyebrows? You got to have the same depth. Pretend this nose was carved out. You got to have the same depth here. You got to have the same space from the side of the head too. Everything, when you're doing eyes, everything takes shape. Like everything means something. So I suggest have the same side of the face here. Same from when your mustache rolls off your nose. If you're doing a wood spirit or an Indian like Amy, a Native American like Amy's working on. Everything matters. So what I'm going to do is I just got this Kutzall Extreme Flame Burner. I'm going to go around this. I'm going to carve around this part right here and then feather the wood below it to make it so like the eye sunk, but you're going to try and make this look round. All right? All right. Okay, so you can see that's carved in there. I was pretending that this is the nose here. So I'm going to feather the wood away, like slowly remove the wood away from that bump in here. So this would be your eyebrow up here. So you see that inside there? See the depth? You can even do it deeper if you want. Okay. I could have made this bigger, but I'm just trying to hurry up and do this. Now you can see that's carved in there. So your eyebrow would be up here. Now you want to try and make this round. Thanks for being here. Evil Rick and Spike, they're the moderators. Okay, so see how it's nice and kind of round in there? So now I learned this from Branson Artwork. He said most Branson Artworks, he's got that YouTube channel. He's like a total professional wood carver. He said when you're doing your eyelids, you want to have the top more rounded. See that? Can you guys see that enough? And then the bottom more kind of flat. And when he's talking about wood carving, I listen, that guy. See how that top's more rounded than the bottom? Now, what burr do you want to use? I like doing it like this. There's different ways to do it, and this is just my opinion. And like I said, I'm not the best at carving eyes. So what burr do you want to use? Because you got to carve inside there. So let's see how round that is, Amy. Let's see if I can use this Kutzall, still the flame burr for a bit here. See how nice and round? The deeper that you carve around that before you make it round, deeper that you carve it, the more round it's going to be. Now, I'm not going to lie. The easiest ice to carve are either looking that way, or up or down. I'm not very good at carving eyes looking straight at you. Now I'm going to switch to, I'm just going to find the burr that I want to use. It's going to be a taper burr. This is the taper gold burr. All right. So I'm just going to keep on rounding it inside here. What's going on? I didn't tighten that burr up. Is that what happened? Don't forget on the side, your top eyelid needs to overlap your bottom eyelid. All right, so there's a pretty round eye. Now your eyelids, you want your eyelids to be pretty close to your eyeball inside there, right? So you just carve that lower too. Just keep on trying to make it round, look round. So it kind of looks like it should be looking that, like the nose should be here. So let's just get our pen. Let's open up that top one a little bit more. This isn't the right burr. I'm going to switch to a different burr. I'll use the silver taper burr. It's kind of plugged up, but let me get my wire brush here. This is how I clean my burrs. This little file brush I got on Amazon. Now you see that pen mark there? I'm gonna open that top eyelid a bit more. Now this flex shaft's on its last legs. The pin on the inside is getting worn out, so the burrs keep on sliding out because I can't lock it up properly. So I'm going to have to get another flex shaft pretty soon. That's good. Okay, so there's a nice round eye. Like the nose will be here. I could open it up over more here, but you guys get my point. So now the big thing that I struggle with, and I'm sure lots of people struggle with, is the pupils. Like, it's easy to carve the pupil going this way or a pupil going this way, both eyes, but it's hard to make the looking straight at you. Because if they're not both perfect, well, good luck. Now, there's different burrs you can use. Now, here is the Dremel 125 bit. So, you don't have to have the Dremel 125. We're talking chainsaw carving here. You get these kits on Amazon with all these cheap little cutters. This was like $10. But you get a bit like that. It's just like the Dremel 125 bit. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, look at that. This is the Dremel 125 bit. It's got some more swooshing action in it, like it's more curved. But oh, this one's dull already. Why is that dull? Maybe because I ran it across a brick. Because even the Dremel 125 bits, you want them dull so they kind of burn the wood at the same time. Now, I don't know if this is what I'm going for. I don't know if I want to go for that here. But you want to do a light cut underneath the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid. This just separates the eyeball from the eyelid. And it's not the best example, actually. So now, these bits burn the wood when you're not, a lot better when it's not hooked up to a flex shaft and you have this right in your Dremel. Because I don't know what the proper word is, but resistance or something, just like, this kind of way makes it look cartoonish. You could hollow it out so it's empty inside there. And then do a nice little line here. But should I make it looking up? Let's just go like this. There's that style. You can go like this. So that would be kind of looking at you. Or you can hollow it out. Now let me see. I don't know, I'm just messing around. Proper burr to hollow it out. You know, especially when you're working on eyes, it's just best to take your time and don't be a Geordie. I'm just looking for a little, like this little round burr here might be good. You don't want to hit that top eyelid though. So actually, I'll go back to the silver taper burr here again. Take that eyelid down lower. Like that. You don't want your, for the hole in the center, you want it tapered out. You don't just want a straight edge. Then you can get a little diamond burr inside there. See that, Amy, or anybody? And you get a little, you can put an eye duct down, like a water duct down here. Okay, so that's that. So now you can get your little burning bit. If you want it, I know when you burn the eyes, it looks a little bit cartoonish. So now you can give them some, well, you'd have, what are they called, crow's feet? Kind of like that. And then you can, this bottom island, like you got the age lines down here. You can even put some age lines on this island itself. This fits garbage. That was a Dremel 125 bit I put back in there. What the hell's going on with this? Sand it quickly. So there's one way. When you're doing the eyes is when you really want to friggin' take your time. So you'd want to clean it up more inside there too, the pupil. But there's just an example. Now, when you're doing two eyes, they both got to be exact same, right? But we're not going to worry about that. But that's the hardest part about doing two eyes. They got to be exact the same, looking at you. You can't have one eye on tomorrow and the other eye on yesterday. Now I'm going to carve an eye the way that I figured out how I like to carve eyes. So did you follow this? Did you follow this one, Amy, or anybody? That's a pretty good eye. Just answer the there, see that? There, now you can really see that pupil in there. And you taper it. You don't just cut it straight in. You go like this around it. So this would kind of be like an aggressive one. Because if you look at somebody's eyeball, Amy, when they're looking at you, you never really see the full pupil. Okay? So there's that style. Now next style's a lot easier. So we'll just go along with this one here. It's easier for me, and I'm always rushing things. So what's the length we got here? We got like from here to here. So I got this taper. There's the extreme flame burr again. So I'm just gonna from here to here. I'm just gonna plunge in each side. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna plunge in this side. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over here. Then I'm gonna plunge in here, and I'm gonna slowly taper them back. Taper this back. Then I'm going to spin it, taper this back, and connect the two. And slowly you'll get a round thing in there. But you got to plunge deep into each corner. So if I was doing two eyes right now this way, I'd go here, I'd plunge in here, I'd come over here, plunge in here. Then I'd go over here, I'd plunge in here, and plunge in here. Right? Boom, boom. The left, then the right, then the right. But I'm only doing one. See how deep I plunge that? You can even plunge it deeper, but don't break your flex shafts, everybody. All right? Hi, Eddie. Sorry, I forgot about the shout out the other day. Shout out to Eddie. Plunge. Okay, so there's my two plunges. Now it's like connecting the dots. I'm having a problem with my foot pedal today. Plunge deeper. Don't forget to make that top eyelid rounder than the bottom one. Okay, so look how deep I went inside there now. Plunge that, oops. I plunged each corner. Plunged, look how deep that is in there. Same with the other side. Now, I'm going to cut the eyelids in. So you see there, the eyelids are in there. Now we still have to remove the wood down here, and then up here, opening it up some more. So there's the second way. I left it kind of tight there. It should be over a little bit more where you can't, they don't really connect. But that's okay, but you can see there's the second way. See how nice and round it is? Now, the deeper that you carve into each corner, the more round it's going to be. So if you dig deep here, and then connect the two and make it round inside there. Okay, so now kind of let's just use this. I don't even know if this is there. Let's make this pupil looking down this way. So just give it a quick mark to separate the eye from the eyelids. And this is not the best example. I'm kind of rushing it. Okay. So let's just go like this. Go that way. Yep, this flex shaft's on its last legs. Or we can hollow that out. Kutzall, I think the Kutzall sale's still going actually. I think you can save 10% right now. I'm going to take out this pupil. Yeah, this flex shaft is on its last legs. Where's these? I got these little tiny burs here. They're like super crazy. We'll see how well these do. I think I bought these on Temu to give it some age lines underneath wrinkles. Give them some wrinkles. It's a little bit excessive, but that's all right. Yeah, that's awesome little burs these are. There you go. You see how this one, these lines here, let's see how these lines for the, so here would be your pupil. These would be like your color things or whatever. But see how I didn't bring them all the way down to the bottom? I just kind of put them in there so it looks like they're there. But then this one's kind of full. I like them better when they're not full. See, I could have made this come all the way around, but I just did a little bit and bit. This one's full. You don't have to do that second cut either. Right? Like this line there, you don't have to do that. And then, like, I'm not going to do it now, but you get your little diamond burs and you clean up inside here to make it all nice and smooth. And also another thing too, if you've noticed, like I said, Amy, this edge, I tapered it out. Like, it's not straight in here, straight up and down. It's tapered like this way all the way around. This one's straight. See how this one looks more natural? This one kind of just looks like it's got a sharp edge. So let me get a burr and taper that edge. It's in the eye of the beholder. There. It's in the eye of the beer holder. Okay, so that's, I don't know. There was the two ways. You can always go back on this and watch this. You can carve it deeper in that pupil too. Let's see, I don't know if paint would do anything or a pen. Kind of makes it messy. So now I'm going to carve this way. I like this eye better. I'm going to carve this way on this piece really quick now. Super quick. Let's just 3, 2, 1, get her done. Look at those eyes. What's going on here? Look how higher that one is than this one. Looks like I better pull out the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. This is a perfect example of carve deeper, right? Look at them. Carve deeper. So here's another perfect example of what I was talking about. You got to have your eyebrows the same height, because if your eyebrows aren't the same height, this one's taller. They're not the same height. Your eyes aren't going to look the same height. See? Anyways, let's just try and... I don't care much about this piece, so... I'm doing this exact same way I did my second eye. This heavy hand style. Carve deeper. That's what I'm doing, carving deeper. Whoa! Just finish this up quick. Don't be a Geordie. Like this is kind of ridiculous. Fuck. See, I can't lock this burr in there properly because the pins wore the whole shaft things. Fuck. Fuck is up with piece of shit? 2 seconds. Sorry, I know I'm going crazy here. You guys don't even see what's happening, but anyways. There are some heavy hands for you. I'll fix this one up tomorrow. So, it looks better natural with no pen mark in there. Those edge lines aren't that good. Just some real thin edge lines underneath there. That's kind of how you do the eyes. And this thing, I don't know what this has turned out to be. Don't care. It's like a monster in there. Yeah. Anyways, I filmed just before this. I filmed a video about different of the Fordham, using the Fordham compared to the die grinder, and kind of explaining. I haven't slept in 24 hours, so I shouldn't even be making these videos, but there you go, Amy. I hope that helps. See how this kind of looks more cartoonishy with the burning in the pen in there? This kind of looks more natural. Make a birdhouse. How many friggin' birdhouses I've made? Happy birthday, Eddie. Happy birthday, Eddie. Happy birthday, Eddie. Yeah, that guy's, he does have 2 pupils in there. See, there's one. Look at that next one. It's shading, you can't really see it. That guy's like a screaming something. Screaming Sasquatch. Kind of. Used monster guy into birdhouse. Yeah. It'd be 2. Hi, Susan. So I hope that video helps you guys. There's not enough depth in there to make a birdhouse. Does anybody got any questions? Sasquatch. Yeah, it's a screaming Sasquatch, man. It kind of sucks how you can't see this pupil in here, though. Is there even one in there, or did I carve it away? Yeah, it's there. I just carved it too shallow. Carved down in bird feeder. I don't know. This thing's been sitting on my shelf for 2 years, and I'll probably put it back up there. I'll probably just hollow out those eyes. You don't even need to. Who cares, man? Hey, James, you try that awesome teal. Did you try that die grinder out? Yeah, James got a die grinder. So long, so long. Let's see here. Oh, I got my phone's gonna die. Anyways, there you go. There's when you're carving the eyes. Don't pay attention to this. It looked a lot better before I painted it black in there. When you're carving the eyes, don't be afraid to carve deeper to make them rounder. See how round that is inside there? And this is hard. This yew wood's not. It's hard wood. Awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, you'll be happy with those burs. This guy. I did this for the see that cut there? I did that with a friggin' grinder, the disc thing. There you go, Amy. Thanks, Evil Rick. Thanks, everybody. And Happy New Year's to you all. Don't do it on your Indian piece. Just do it on your other. Just practice. Practice, practice, practice. I don't think that you need to see the full pupil. Yeah, I haven't slept in 24 hours. I got to go have a hot bath and go to bed. And there'll be a video out for New Year's. Me talking about the friggin' Fordham compared to the die grinder. See you later, everybody. Thanks, Eva Rick. Thanks, Spike. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Darren. Trees to these. Happy birthday, Eddie. Carve Fusion, over and out.